Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we'll be drawing Willow from the owl house, so let's get into it. So as you can see, we already start sketching out the circle. Next we want to just bring down a line cutting through the circle just like that. Afterwards we will just drawing two oval shapes on both sides for the eyes. And then right on this line we will draw a small U for the nose. And at the bottom there we will draw other big U curving just like that. And then we could draw two other curves on both ends to show that smile. And notice how she looking towards us, so this will be our front view. Next we could just head up top and we could just darken the area around the left eye. So we just go in like that. Then we could just put a little line right here for the eyelash. Then we move over to the right to do the same thing. From there we could just add in the iris and the pupils on both sides. And then we could just add in the highlights. Alright, so next we could start working on the glasses. So what we want to do, we just want to draw in this circle right here. And to get a perfect circle, all you want to do is you just want to draw the circle and hold two fingers on the screen. Or I think one will work as well. And you'll just lock in that perfect circle. And then we'll just duplicate this circle. And we'll just make it bigger to just create that border around the glasses to make it thick. And then after that we could just merge it. And then we will duplicate this layer as well, and we could just copy and move the same thing over to the right eye to make things easier, so we don't have to redraw it or redo it. So alright, so we have the lens. So now we could just go in the center here and draw this line to connect the glasses together. Next we can move up top and we could start working on the hair. So we go and come up like a curving triangle right here. And then we could just draw a line curving down for this hair strand. Next we could just head up top and we could start working on the hair. So we just go and do like a curving triangle. Then we could just put a little hair strand coming down right here. And then we could just draw in the eyebrow. And then right at the bottom here we will come down for the sideburns. And then we could draw a triangle shape angling upwards for the ears. And then we could just add in that little detail right here in the inside. And then we could just move over to the right and do the same thing. Right, so right here at the bottom we could just curve this line over to finish off her face. Then we could head up top and we could start working on the hair. So we just come in across right here from the left hand side, moving to the right. And we could put this little point right here on top. Then we could finish off that curve and connect it back to the ears on the right. And next we could just get in here and just add in this little detail here by the hair. And then we could just move downwards and we could start putting in the hair at the bottom here, coming in front. So it kind of tie it up, so we just go and come down for the shape. I don't really know how to describe it, so follow along. So we just sketching in this shape. Then we could just go ahead and just shade in this part right here. Alright, cool. So next we could just select this and we just go and copy it and flip it. And we could just move it over to the right hand side just like that. Yes, the power of digital art, so we don't have to redraw it. Next up we could just go ahead and just shade the hair in. Alright, so now we could just head down and we could just start drawing the neck. And then we could just follow that up with the color. And then from that we'll just draw this little ribbon right here. Okay, cool. So now we could just come down and just draw in this hourglass shape right here coming down on both sides. And then on the left hand side we could just follow the line. And then right here at the bottom we're gonna make it kind of wider. And then on the right hand side we'll do the same thing. So this feel like she robe. Next we could head back up top and we could start bringing out the arms. And for the right arm it will come out a little bit more and it will be angling upwards. And then from there we could just draw in this oval shape just to sketch in like the palm of the hand. on the right hand side. And then we could just move back over to the left and we could just bring down, the arm a little further. And then we could just join our oval shape for the palm of this hand as well. Okay, so now we could just head over to the center and we could just join this little circle for the button. And then right below, we could just add in this W-like shape for the end of her shirt. And right below, we could just join this line right here. And then we could kind of like come out for the legs on both sides. And then right here, we just go in right here by the leg. And we go and kind of like curve across on both sides. And we just doing this to, separate it because we're drawing in the pants right here. Now we could just, continue the leg down on both sides. And then we could just add in the boots. And sorry if I'm moving a bit fast for this part, guys, but always feel free to slow it down. And then afterwards, we could go back up top right here. And we could just drop in these lines on the left hand side of the leg right here. And then we could go ahead and just shade it in. Then we could move over to the right hand side and we could do the same thing. Alright, cool. Okay, so now we could head over to the left arm and we could start working on that. So right here we could start drawing in this shape right here to show the fall on the sleeve. And then we're going to kind of like come down. And before we move on, we just take our selector tool and we could just move up the palm of the hand a little further up. And since we do this on a separate layer, we could go ahead and just lower the opacity of this layer. And I know I forget to mention this, but always do like your sketches on a separate layer because it could help you from being less destructive. Alright, so now we could just head down and we could start working on the hands right here on the left hand side. And sorry if we're moving a bit fast through this part. It's just because hands take a while. So we just go in here and we just doing the left hand. And then we could just like fix up the shoulder area right here. Just clean it up a little bit on the left hand side. Now we could just move over to the right. And we just go and draw in the fold right here or the sleeve. And then we could move upwards. And then we could start putting in this hand right here. And slow it down for this part. Okay, so we finished with that. Now we just go and grab the liquefy tool and we just go and like pull out the body a little bit. We just go and make it a little bit wider because she looked too narrow. So we're going to just pull out the body a little bit with the liquefy tool on both sides. Then after that, we could just grab the selector tool and select the head. And we just go and resize it. So just like that. And then we just go and grab the liquefy tool one more time. And we go into the cheek area by the face. And we just go and pull out a little bit on both sides. So just like that. Alright guys, so that is it for the sketch. We're going to kick it into time lapse to do all the inking and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so we're back after the time lapse and as you can see, everything looking clean. But before we move on, we just go and grab the liquefy tool once again. And we just go and we on the ink layer. And we just go and grab it and we just go and pull out some of the areas a little bit more. Because she's still looking too narrow. And we could also just go ahead and just grab the eyes and we could just rotate it with the selector tool a bit. Okay, so now we could use the alpha lock to recolor the line work of the glasses. And next we could move up top and we could just recolor this detail on the hair right here. I know you could barely see it. And lastly, we can move down and we could just recolor these lines on her legs. Awesome, we finished with that. Now we can move on to adding in all the colors. And while we adding in the colors, just let me know what you guys think about Willow down in the comment section. Because the only thing I know, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. The only thing I know is I think she's Luce's best friend. And like I say, correct me if I'm wrong. But that's the only thing I know about her so far. But you guys could tell me, like, is she a cool character? Like, what type of ability she have? Because I know these, you know, they use magic and stuff like that. But yeah, just let me know more about Willow. If you guys think she cool, if you like her, you hate her, why you hate her. So yeah, guys, you know, just let me know about that because I would love to hear. Okay, we finished with that. Now we just want to add in the lens for the glasses. So this will be above everything else. Then we could go ahead and fill that in. And then we will just lower the opacity of it. Okay, so we just go and speed through adding in the shadows and the highlights. Next, we could just select the bow tie and we could just resize it a bit. And lastly, we could just select everything and use the liquify tool to just adjust some stuff. And with that, bam! There you have it, guys, the final illustration. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see ya.